always ready. It hurt my arm.
We're ready to go home. That was fun.
Okay, you driving though. Hee hee. What you get? So you know your life sucks. You have to get your own gas. Why am I getting my own gas? This is the 4th time I'm ever putting gas in my own car. Because why should I ever have to do that? Disgusting. I don't have a glove. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm just a girl. I don't know how to do this.
Let me think of some words of wisdom.
Okay.
Honestly, live your life for you.
Live your life for you, cuz.
We're always gonna have something to say, but at the end of the day, are you satisfied with what you're doing? Their comments won't matter.
It won't matter. How do you feel about van lifing?
I love it. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Do it, do it. I'm not.
You're not what?
No, I was gonna get canceled.
Just say it. I'll probably censor it out and make it funny.
I am not.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely getting
I was
censored.
Give me some help.
Okay, mommy canceled. Oh my gosh, we should have made a cake for 10K.
We should have done it because I thought about balloons, but you said you didn't want balloons, so.
I don't want no balloons. I eat up a cake every time. We can get a little dollar store cake. You want to make one?
Keep it or decorate it.
Okay, well, we have to make it.
You just said a dollar store cake.
The
box. I was thinking
They don't
of
serve
like
cake at the dollar store.
I was thinking of like, I don't know, I like Walmart little bakeries. But you did say dollar
I said dollar.
Who did say dollar store? I'll enjoy life
Oh,
now.
we have. Oh, in my own car? That's kind of mean. Death by passenger seat princessing. We haven't had a little.
Move!
I was literally about to say there's
Listen.
nobody there. She's threatening
The bikers.
She's threatening bikers.
They moved. They did it. They should have never been in the street. There's a whole bike lane. Oh, they're black. Never mind. You can cut that.
Not. It's acceptable because you're black. I need a little music.
Mad at Black Boy Joy.
Can't be mad at Black Boy Joy, but I need a little sunroof music. What is this?
Yeah. This is my everything playlist, so don't think that I have my music group like any psychotic people who just add all their songs to one playlist.
And dude, if I'm gonna go from gospel to old Drake back to some contemporary Christian gospel or Christian contemporary, I'ma do it. back so much.
I turned off the blinkers so that I'd be quiet, and then I started chewing my eyes. But hold up, let me finish it. Okay, I'm done. Life being Hannah's friend, pulling over on the side of the road.
Caught it.
Hey guys, I know what you're thinking. Hannah, what the heck is this setup? Like, you're in your car, it's dark as heck outside, and you quite literally could get kidnapped at any moment if you don't go indoors. All of these are very true things, but I was just driving back to my humble abode, and I was just sitting here for a bit. Actually, I've probably been sitting here for almost 30 minutes now, and I was just thinking about life, because I was just like, why have I been, why have I been reacting differently to life now than like I have like in the past, like a couple years ago, like 2020 or 2021, and like 2020 and 2021 do not feel that far away for me. Like every day I'm genuinely shocked by the date and the year and the time, and it's actually kind of ridiculous. Like, how is this year, first of all, more than halfway over? But okay, nevertheless, I was just thinking about, like, I feel like I've been accepting a whole lot of, like, inconsistent stuff lately, because it's literally 11:30 at night, so, like, bear with me on my appearance, y'all. Okay? Lashes off, it's time to go to bed, okay? Anyway, but, like, I feel like I have been, like, accepting a whole lot of, like, inconsistencies in my life lately. I feel like because my life for the last couple years has been so, like, I don't want to say like unstable, because like my life that's kind of like the norm. I can't think of the word inconsistent is like the only thing that I can actually think of to like match what I'm talking about, but that's not the word. Like, I'm missing the actual term. But follow me if you can. I'm sorry if you can't. Just stay here anyway, okay? But like, I was just thinking to myself, and I was like, maybe because like the last couple years have been so like inconsistent, I've been accepting very inconsistent behavior, and stability, if anything, not frightens me, but I don't want it. So like, maybe it actually kind of like subconsciously frightens me. At least I'm self-aware though. Like, first of all, let's just put that out there. To be honest though, like, I literally just was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe I don't need a therapist, because like every once in a while I'll literally come across these like revelations about myself. So I was literally just pondering on my choices and the things I've been dealing with and like accepting into my life, and I'm just like, have you become one of those people who, because their life is like a little unstable, you're kind of like drawn to instability or like inconsistent emotions from other people? There's like uncertainty. Why did it take me so long to find that word? Okay, but because of the uncertainty in my life, and like, you really don't know, like, is this gonna go good? It's gonna go bad. It's gonna go, and it's like a roller coaster ride all the time. I feel like I've now become one of those people who kind of ends up being not drawn to it, because I actually don't like toxic people. Like, emotionally unintelligent people like genuinely piss me off. And I know that's a very like privileged statement to make. Like, everybody needs time to get to know themselves. Yeah, but like now when we have like fake therapists on TikTok and y'all be like listening to them, there's a certain demographic that actually pays attention to like the fake therapists that exist. They'll be wanting to like research things on their own to like be more self-aware. But then there's also like the demographic of people who like they like to be therapized, but like actually don't change their behavior. Some people do romanticize like toxicity. I'm not doing that, because I genuinely like, I can only do a certain level of toxicity. So I just got a notification from Twitter.
And Twitter's not even called Twitter anymore. Can we actually talk about that?
X. Okay, I just got an X notification. That's the dumbest thing ever. Like, y'all don't be about your money for real. Like, why would you actually change? I can't get into that right now, but long story short, I was just pondering on myself and my choices in my life, and I was just like, maybe just because like life has been very like inconsistent. No, I forgot the word again. Whatever. Just because life has been so roller coastery lately, maybe that's why I've been accepting more roller coastery things, but like hidden behind the guise of like, oh, this is fun. I've been looking for a lot of adventure lately, for the adrenaline rush. Like, it's good for the plotting a whole lot lately, and it's kind of bad. I'm not gonna stop, because things do genuinely be good for the plot. And when bad things happen, you have to, it's good for the plotting it out, okay? Because that's literally the only way like you can survive some of these things. Like random car accident when you were driving perfectly fine and the other person is the person in the problem. You have to, when you can't see no logical reason, you got to, it's good for the plot. You gotta do it. So I don't know, if I don't stop talking now, I'll keep talking till kingdom come. So I'ma go now. It's 11:34. So anyway, I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. I have leftovers from 2 days. What's today? Okay, let me get a second to get track of the days. August 1st.
I actually can't do this.
Why did July feel like it was 5 weeks and 5 days all at the same time? I can't do this right now. It's late. Time doesn't make sense. Time is an illusion. It's a myth. And I really don't like the person who made up the concept of time. Because, like, what do you mean I'm a year older? I can't be 19 forever? Okay. I didn't like that. I'm gonna go now because if I don't stop talking now, I will never stop. So none of this was planned, but it turned out pretty okay. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I feel like I never come on here when I look decent. Every time I film, it's so freaking spontaneous, but oh well, I guess.
Know I like to hear? What's his name?
One thing was a lot less supposed. Who said we can't wear face masks? Guys, long time no see. Basically, I was gonna come on here and talk, but every time I turn on the camera, I can never remember what I was gonna talk about. Y'all, today has been a emotional roller coaster, okay? I guess it's like when you just know when you like outgrow a space or like people or like an environment or whatever. That's just what I feel like I'm in. Like it's just I feel a very overwhelming sense to get the freak ASAP. And like nobody agrees with me in terms of like what I want to do, where I want to go. I mean, the thing is like I just be trying to talk to people to like get their opinion on things. But then I'm realizing that like I'm actually like putting other people's opinion on my life above my opinion for my own life, right? So I'm trying to make sure that I don't do that. But at the same time, I don't know what I want to do. Like, there's so many cons to like both options, option A and option B. There's so many cons. There's pros, there's cons. And I'm just like the most indecisive person ever. I feel like I'm indecisive because like I don't trust myself. At least that's what Google told me. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Indecisive people tend to go back and forth between two decisions or multiple decisions because at the end of the day, you don't trust yourself, you don't trust your instinct. That doesn't necessarily resonate, but like I can understand that, you know? Yeah, I'm currently at a gas station, so I'll talk to you guys later when I can actually get somewhere where I can just talk freely and people don't just keep looking at me crazy. I really don't know why people keep looking at me crazy. I'm talking to a phone. It's 2023. People do this all the time. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. Okay, bye guys. I'll see you later. There's a kitty! Something I learned about myself is that I do not like being misunderstood. Like, it's actually a pet peeve. But I'm starting to try to be like, okay, people might misunderstand you, but it's not the end of the world. More specifically, like, I feel like I'd be trying to tell people what I want to do with my life. I don't like to tell people exactly what I want to do just because I don't want to deal with people's opinions and feelings and stuff like that. But I just be trying to tell people, like, at least for this stage of my life right now, that there are certain things I'm not willing to compromise on. Like, after I've grown up a bit and learned what I like, learned what I don't like, learned what I want to do, what makes me passionate, what sets my soul on fire, there are certain things I'm literally not going to compromise on. And there are people who do not get it. So, like, I will literally be sitting there explaining it. Like, I'm talking about, like, Hannah's life guide book for dummies. That's kind of rude, but, like, I'm really trying to, like, dumb it down so these people can understand what I'm saying in terms of, like, what I want my life to be like. More in the sense of, like, the overall scheme. Like, I don't want to live a life what I'm not proud of. I'm sorry. Life is not in 3-4 years after all these other things. Life is right now. And I don't even mean that in an instant gratification type of way. Like, I know that Gen Z, our generation, definitely has, like, a really bad habit of wanting instant gratification. Like, you want what you want and you want it right now. Which, you know, in terms of, like, seeing everybody have their success and stuff, all these success stories from rags to riches overnight, we keep seeing these all the time on social media. So, like, I feel like our brains are kind of wired to just, like, want what we want right now. I'm willing to work for what I want. Like, that's not a problem for me. You get what I mean? Like, I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, the things that I want them so bad that, like, they're gonna happen. And if they don't happen, then it wasn't, like, I genuinely think I will just be like, this wasn't meant for me. Like, I'm completely okay with that right now. Like, obviously, if that didn't happen in the future, I'd be a little sad, but more so to the point, it's just so hard talking to people who, like, don't get it. Like, people who genuinely think that, like, we were born to live, go to school, go to work for 20, 30, 40, 50 years of our life, and then our lives really start after we retire. It's just so frustrating talking to, like, older generations where they really don't get the concept of, like, no. You're living right now. Like, I get it in the sense of, like, every day shouldn't be, like, fun, party, this, that, the other, and the third. Like, let's go out every night. Like, you need to have a balance. Like, you need to have, like, obviously you're going to be responsible and obviously you're going to have your time for your fun. I'm talking about people my parents' age and a little bit older than that. Like, y'all are not that old. So I'm wondering how they're so out of touch. And I get it. They were raised differently. It was a different time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the people who came before us were kind of, like, raised in survival mode. And then even coming from, like an immigrant family and then knowing other immigrant families, like, most of these people were, like, in survival mode. Like, you're gonna go to work to get as much money as you can, go to school so you can try to get the highest paying jobs you can, all this other stuff. Like, they didn't grow up in the you can do whatever you want generation, like, dream as high as whatever, all the sayings. They didn't grow up in that generation. We did. I did. I'm gonna speak for myself. I did. But it's just like, I didn't even have this mindset until I actually found out what I wanted to do, which was quite literally just quarantine. Like, it hasn't been that long. I mean,
Damn. Quarantine was 3 years ago. Where does the time go?
Anyway, but, like, it's just so frustrating talking to people, trying to get them to understand my mindset and what I want to do with my life, because they, one, don't get it, and then two, are very, 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 very pushy, persistent people. So they will literally be like, that doesn't make sense. Do this instead. And it's like, you know how people be saying things like, they make it seem like it's an option, but you know by their tone of voice it's really not an option. But then you think about it like, this is my life, so, like, I'm in control of what happens next. So it's kind of an option. But then, like, if you don't do it, like, I know certain people where it's just like, if you don't do what they want you to do, they will literally take it as a blatant sign of disrespect. Literally, like, you want to dye your hair and they tell you you can't dye your hair. You could be 18 plus. They tell you, no, you can't dye your hair. You go dye your hair. And they take it like the biggest sign of disrespect ever. Why are you so upset? It's not your hair, it's mine. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely know people who are like that. And it's just like, so when it comes to, like, making decisions for your own life, like, I really wish that I could be that person where it's just like, oh, well, if I know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just do it. And I feel like I do have that mindset at this point in my life. Like, I'm just like, I hear what all y'all are saying and I'm gonna take it into account. It could be in whatever case, it could just be something as simple as what outfit I'm gonna wear today, okay? I'll take it into consideration, okay? Like, it'll go through the filter, it'll go through my ear, it won't go out the other. I'll, analyze it in my brain a little bit, and then if I don't resonate with what you're saying, then it'll go out the other, respectfully. But some people don't take it, like, as a sign of respect. But even more so, y'all, I have been so stressed because it's just like, I feel like I always know what I don't want. Whether I vocalize it or not, I will know what I don't want. I never know what I want. And I feel like I'm so indecisive. Man, I don't want to just keep sitting here talking,
But I'm so indecisive. And I remember I was like Googling it once because I was just like, this is so out of hand. I'm genuinely like in the store, like trying to figure out what drink I need to get for myself. And I'm like, should I get this water or that water? It's not that different. The price is 3 cents off. What, it tastes the same. Like, I'm sitting here texting people trying to figure out, oh, which water should I get? Make your own decision. So when I started Googling it, Google was, first of all, I don't know if Google telling the truth or a lie, but Google was trying to tell me that people who are indecisive tend to just not, they don't trust themselves. And I was kind of just like, that doesn't necessarily resonate, but I'll put it in the vault. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not going in one ear and out the other, but I'll let it filter, okay? I'll let it sit here a bit. It hasn't come out yet. So I'm still processing that. I'm just like, is that me? Do I not trust myself? Because like, given like some of the series of events in my life, that would make sense, but it doesn't feel like I don't trust myself. But maybe I'm just not getting it. You know what I mean? I think my thing is with when I'm being indecisive is I don't want to make the wrong decision, whether it's cake or pie, this college, that college. Like my thing is I just don't want to make the wrong decision. So I have to like start telling myself that like there is no wrong decision, da 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 da. And even God tried to tell me that the other day. I was like, God, where you want me to be at? And he was just like, look, girl, you go, you pick which path you want to be on. I'm telling you, man, like I'm not gonna lie, I did not like when he was telling me this. I didn't like it. And I was just like, I asked you to specifically tell me where you want me to be. And this is the answer you give me. He was like, you pick which path, you pick, and then trust that I'm gonna be with you every step of the way and I'm adjust you accordingly. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Because I was just like, that's a nice, cool answer, God. Ha ha. But I don't know which path I'm supposed to be on. Where do you want me to be? God said I said what I said. You can either acknowledge what I said or not. And that's where we're at right now. So I'm currently in the process of figuring out what the heck is going on and what to do. And I'm not gonna lie. Does somebody have an easy pass? Because it's been taking a toll, okay, on me, okay? I'm just... I literally was listening to a song today when I was driving, and I had rediscovered the song because it's in my nostalgia playlist. It's a song, I think it's called Waiting Outside the Lines by Grayson Chan. It's a song that I used to listen to all the freaking time when it played on Disney Channel when I was a kid, but like it just played on the thingy and I was like, okay, it's a cute little vibe. And I was just like, these words are actually saying exactly what I feel like right now. Like it literally was waiting outside the lines, the first step is the hardest, blah blah blah. Like everything that it was saying literally resonated with me, like, and I was just like, this is exactly how I'm feeling. So I literally just kept hitting replay. I'm a replay girly. Y'all don't want to be in the car with me. Anytime I'm driving, I'm very selfish with the aux. I don't know, y'all. So yeah, I feel like my entire life for the last few years is just waiting periods. Different waiting periods. Like I just feel like that's all it ever is, and it's never like the aftermath. Like I feel like I'm always just waiting for the next thing, waiting for on a person, waiting on an application, waiting on this, waiting on that, waiting. And I get it, that's what you're supposed to do. Like I get it up here, okay? But there's still a big part of me that's just like, okay, when does the waiting period end? Because it's like different waiting periods. Like it's not like it's the same waiting period. Like it's different types of waiting periods. And I'm just like, I feel like that's all my life has been the last few years. Just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. But it's fine. I guess I'll try to practice what I preach and try to find some joy in the journey or and all this other stuff. These quotes are nice on paper, but when it actually comes to applying them, I can't. I mean, I can and I will. I just might complain a little bit about it first, you know? What just flew past the lens? I'm actually not doing this right now. Y'all saw that, right? All right, I gotta go kill a bug. Hold on. Absolute doo-doo,
And then I actually found clothes that I felt okay in, and now I feel so much better. I did my makeup so cute, just to have to go right back inside. Like, I spent so much time trying to figure out what I was gonna wear and get ready, and then I finally just put on something simple. And then once I actually like did my hair, I was like, okay, like I'm actually kind of feeling it. I'm trying not to be discouraged. Your girl trying to make some steps to, you know, change her life, and it's not really working out so far. But you know, fingers crossed, prayers up that it comes out the way it's supposed to. And in my favor, okay? Because, yeah, I can't live like this anymore. Anyway, let me go home and apply for new jobs, because adulting, I hate it here. Applying for jobs on my lunch break, I hate it.